time, let's cross back to what is happening in the United States. Maddie Hale is with us, international presenter here at Talk. Well, it's written on the screen, Maddie Hale.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
I quite like that. Maddie.
You would do anything to take my role, my title, my name away from me.
And, of course, alligator and crocodile expert as well, as we established earlier in the week. So it's heating up over there in the States, and Biden has come out to, explain why he had to do what he had to do.
It was a historical moment in time to see him actually... I mean, I do wonder if there was a pre-recorded message, by the way. It was...
What, like he did it a year ago?
Quite literally. I mean, all the headlines are just Biden, this is his farewell message to America.
Will he be... Well, should we have a little look
let's
and
have
listen?
A look.
Let's have a look and listen to Joe Biden explaining why he did what he did.
You know, in recent weeks, it's become clear to me that I need to unite my party in this critical endeavor. I believe my record as president, my leadership in the world, my vision for America's future, all merited a second term. But nothing can come in the way of saving our democracy. That includes personal ambition. So I've decided the best way forward is to pass the torch to a new generation. That's the best way to unite our nation.
And to paint myself orange.
Yeah, what was that about, actually?
Did he borrow that from Donald? That's a lot of... Like, if you're going to suntan your face... I was speaking to Marta, one of our chief makeup artists here, and she was saying, if you're going to do that, you've got to do the bit around the eyes as well.
She's always telling me what I'm doing wrong and right as she looks at me.
Really? You have makeup?
No, this is my natural face.
Is it? There you go.
What did you make of that? Because I have to say, I did find it quite robotic.
Well, it was very robotic, and he's clearly, you can even tell by that, it's a walking, talking ad for why he shouldn't be standing. And he's just a little old, and some people get old. Trump's not a dissimilar age, but doesn't come across like that.
No.
He comes across as quite lively and quite fit, even though he's a bigger guy, probably not as fit in the physical sense.
No.
But Biden is just got old, and there might be some other issues, cognitive issues going on. But what he said there I thought was interesting, because, of course, he's saying, actually, I should have done a second term, really, but, I'm doing this for the good of democracy.
And you know what?
He's angry.
I think, he's pissed off, because it took all the pressure and publicly and privately for him to actually step down. I think that probably the straw that broke the camel's back may have been Obama, to be honest. I think that he's always looked up to him. And I think that when he came out and just said, OK, it's time for you to step aside for the good of America, I think you can say what you want about Biden, but I do actually think that this was quite a selfless move from him because, sorry, not Obama, Biden, because...
You're too kind.
No, do you know what? I just think
he's not up to it, Maddie.
He's not up to it. No, he's not up to it.
You can be a Biden fangirl all you like.
Selfless is the wrong word.
He's not up to it.
He's not up to the job, but I think, thank God, he's stepped aside because Americans have been crying out for new leadership. How is this Groundhog Day again? How is 4 years later we're doing Biden v. Trump again? How in a population of 350 million people, these are the two people that these parties put up again? It's a poor reflection on both their parties. They need new leadership. And I want to read out this poll because I just think that it's so interesting because in various polls across the last few years, it has said both Democrat and Republicans want a new candidate. And it said... this new poll that came out, it's an AP poll that it said 70% think that Biden should withdraw and there should be a new candidate. Agreed, he's done that. But 57% think that Donald Trump should also withdraw and get a new candidate.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So it's not...
So they start from scratch. Should we have a little listen to Donald Trump? I thought this was very funny, if nothing else. It's a speech, Donald Trump on his views on Kamala Harris.
If Kamala Harris gets in, she would be the most radical far-left extremist ever to occupy the White House times 10. There's never been a lunatic like this in the White House, and we've had some bad ones. So now we have a new victim to defeat, Lion Kamala Harris, Lion, L-Y-I-N apostrophe. The most incompetent and far-left vice president in American history. Kamala will lie to you so brazenly about Joe Biden's mental incapacity, then she will lie to you about anything. She can never, ever be trusted. She can't be trusted. And just like crooked Joe Biden, Kamala Harris is unfit to lead. She's unfit to lead. She'll destroy our country in a year.
What I love about him is his ability to say incredibly controversial, quite rude things in the most casual way.
I know.
I think that's what does it. We're going to have a lunatic in the White House.
Yeah, and he's also just trying to get Line Kamala to be the new catchphrase, like Sleepy Joe or Crooked Joe.
But that plays well, doesn't it?
It does. Oh, he knows how to speak to his voters. He knows how to get new voters. This is all a part of his master plan. He's going to ace the campaign.
It's kind of closing up a little bit. It's closing up a little bit. Just a final word, Maddie. Closing up the polls.
Oh, yes, it is closing up. But also, he's not that far ahead. The new CBS poll has Trump on 51%, Kamala Harris on 48%.
Close.
And we've got a few months, Ian.
We have indeed. Maddie, thank you. Maddie Hale.